Hi again, students. Thinking about how to get started with research for your research paper again. We talked about starting with background reading, like maybe on a general website or Wikipedia, and then following the list of references. Another way to do it is to go straight to Google Scholar rather than going to a general search like Google. Go to Google Scholar. And our topic is causes of human migration. And we'll just see what happens. It turns up a book. And then remember on Google Scholar, if we have PDF over here, that means that the entire document is available for free for us. And if you want to read this book, you could click on this document. Now you'll notice the book was published in 1928, which is almost 100 years ago. For our research paper, I want you to use more recent ones. I think the most recent ones maybe in the last 10 years if possible, although you might need to go a bit older than that. And let's just look through here, and here's the one that says focus on environmental risks and migration, causes and consequences. And let's just try this one. Before we do that, if you look down here, it says IL-8 causes in vivo neutrophil migration, blah, 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 blah. And you'll notice that when we type in a search term, sometimes we get some strange ones. Like this one it looks like it's from biology, and we don't need that one. So you need to read them carefully when you're going through your search list. But let's just open this one and see what we get. All right. Environmental research letters. Now this tells me that this is probably mostly about the environment, not about migration, but we can still learn a lot from an article like this, even if it's not really, the journal focuses on environmental research, but this is looking on how environmental risks and migration come together. Now, we're not going to read this whole article right now, but let's just take a look at the references again, because I think that's helpful. And even if this particular article doesn't help you, you can at least see if it links to something that does. So we've got a lot of environment type stuff here, global environmental change, which is not our topic, so we shouldn't go further with that. But if you notice this one here, it's from a source called International Migration Review, which is much more promising. And it says Migration and Development, a Theoretical Perspective. There's a link here for us. We'll just open it up and see what we get. And what do we get? It's published in a scholarly journal from Sage, which is a good publisher. But we only have the abstract, and then it's locked. So if you remember, one thing you can try is you can try Google Scholar. So we're going to copy and paste the name of the article into Google Scholar, and we'll see what we get. And we do. It looks like they have a PDF available right here. So we'll click on that PDF. And there's the article that we can read. Now remember, when you tackle a scholarly article, read the abstract, the introduction, the headings, and the conclusion. Don't read everything yet because it'll take you a lot of time. If the abstract and the headings, the introduction, and the conclusion are helpful for you, then go back and do more. But let's go back here. So this is the article that we found, and we can look at the PDF. Remember, we also have the cited by function and related articles. Related articles gives you other articles on this topic. Cited by gives you articles that specifically cite this one. Now this one was published in 2010, as you see, which was not that long ago. But if you click on cited by, it will give you ones that are even more recent, like here's 2010 again, but 2012, here we go. 2012, 2013. And you can look through this to see if there's anything that would be helpful for you. All right, we'll pause the video there. Just to review, using Google Scholar can help you find scholarly articles. You have to do some work to do searching and following the links, but it will eventually find what you're looking for.